Okay, in this video we're going to cover symbols and how they are depicted in our drawings. We are learning some skills as far as drawing and line work and so forth, but we need to understand what we are trying to accomplish visually. There are some conventions that need to be followed when it comes to drafting or showing different sets of plans, and you need to know these things in order to show your work appropriately. We're back to a project that we've covered several times, and we've still got some markups on here that indicate this is the file that we've started on. Now, one thing that we want to talk about is details and sections and how we call those out. And what does calling out mean? Well, that means that if you're in a particular view, whether it's a plan view or floor plan or something, and you indicate or point to another detail on another sheet, then you need to tell your reader what to do. You're giving them a set of instructions. So here are some things that we want to talk about. First of all, if you make a section cut, and we've covered section cuts, we know how to do it, we know what to show, we've had it on a test, so it's no really anything new there. We need to call it out appropriately. So this is the instructions, if you will. With a round circle, you have the section number, and they don't repeat. So if you have section 1 on a sheet, your next number will be 2, 3, 4. You can also do those with letters if needed. Now, our particular convention is numbers for section and details for letters. We're going to get into that in a little bit about what is the difference between a section and a detail, but just right now, just go with it and understand that in order to make your drawing comprehensive, you need to stay with the same convention. So in other words, if you are making numbers for your sections, you need to stay consistent throughout your document. So here we have numbers, and here we have letters. Okay, now the bottom half of the circle is the reference to where it appears. If, for instance, you want the reader to look for sheet MD1, in our case, MD stands for mechanical details, it will be listed here. Otherwise, if you don't have this particular set of instructions, the reader's always, he sees a section cut, he doesn't know where to look, and he's thumbing through plans. Well, if you have 4 or 5 sheets, that's fine, but for a large set, it's impossible to find the correct detail. Next thing, a lot of times sections and details are not to scale. And if we're going to put something not to scale, we need to use the NTS, not to scale. All right, so it's important that you know what this word or this abbreviation is. It will likely be on a test. Okay. Section cut symbol. So as we've done previously, and we cut a section in a object, whether it be a building, a slab, so forth, we need to detail where the cut's made. In this case, we are using a section number here, the reference where it's pointed to, and by the nature of this triangle and this tail here, it indicates what way it is pointed. So we could either look left or we could look right, but knowing this is important to your view. Also, we have details. Again, this is the detail. So in other words, this section title belongs to this section cut symbol, and this detail belongs to this detail symbol here. So we have a detail with a letter and the sheet that the detail is on.